Alright, what's up guys? Excuse the mess. I have a lot of projects going on right now. We're going to do a overview. I've already installed 3 on recent customers and didn't do a video, and I was honestly trying to wait to get the 4th one, but it's just out of stock and I've been hunting them down. I bought these. We're going to be doing, we have the Infinity. Is it in focus? No. Alright, we have the Infinity, which is right here. Infinity right here. We have the STI right there. And then we have the STI fiber, and I'm missing the Infinity fiber set. I'll give you guys a close-up look. This is their aluminum version. It sneaked by me. Honestly, I didn't even realize they had these out until probably about a month ago, and I know they're older than a month. So, for those who like trademarks, these are sick. They're incredibly light, and I'll show you the weight and everything. I guess downside right now is for the 3 I've installed them on, they were loose, but you guys can do shims. There's a lot of, everyone's got different methods of doing shims, so I don't think there's really a right way. It's just whatever works for you and how much time you want to put into it. Okay, this is the Infinity one. This is probably my favorite. They run about what is it? The non-fibers are like 47 or 50. I say these are like, let's just say these are $50. The UAC, $50. The fiber ones are $60. So let me show you the STI. Okay, is that in focus? There we go. Very cool. I always like things when, especially when I did when I used to. The first ones that came out with trademarks were the steel ones, and those were incredibly heavy. But when I was like anal on and getting all the trademark items, you know, mag well, mag release, you know, slide release, the correct, you know, safeties, I would always get the steel sights because they were the only things that had the, you know, the logos on them. And they finally answered it. Okay, we finally have aluminum ones. This is the fiber one. These are 60. Around 60. If I'm wrong, someone correct me. Alright. And they give you red and green. Let's zoom out. I'm going to do a weigh-in. That's what everybody wants to know, and I can tell you already they did an excellent job. This is what comes with the red and green with the STI fiber. The screws are steel. And the pin. So, which is good news. That's what I'm looking for. Durability. The TM ones were just break. Alright, so that's the most important thing, and keeping it light and having nice trademarks. So they hit all my check marks. The only thing is that, you know, they're not they're loose, but that's alright. It's, you know, I'd probably say it's easier for everyone because it, like, UAC oversized them, like the, you know, the front sides are oversized, and you have to have skills to fit them in the slide, and that's a bit harder for everybody. But if you have a loose one and you can shim it, I would say that's a bit easier. Alright, Infinity, 9.8 grams. STI, uh, 10 grams. I guess maybe because of the back. I don't know, that doesn't seem like it. Okay, whatever. 9.8, 10 grams. And then STI Infinity. I mean, STI fiber. 11.1 grams. 9.8, 10, 11.1. Here's UAC, the father, really grandfather. This was the first aluminum Bomar sight, a godsend. Alright, and 9.7. So this is the lightest of the aluminum series. And we have here stock TM. This is not as heavy as the steel, but still heavy. Ooh. 20.6. And the most common part to break is these two. Well, actually all 3. This one breaks the last usually for me. But it goes 1, 2, 3. So that was 20 grams. And this one is a this is a 5.1 R sight. You guys are used to the new one, which is TM Gold Match. But the 5.1 R was the first one to have the plastic sight on it. And that was like, it was a kid's gun. It was really funny. I liked that gun. It was a really great gun. I don't know where it is right now, but that screw stripped, and I ended up putting a grip screw in here, so ignore that. But 5.8 Alright, it's plastic. This is really the king of Bomar. But let's just say he's seen better days. What else? Oh, let me show you guys. Alright, we have right here untouched Hawk slide. I'll do a video on it. I just got this in. This is their new one. I'm not so big on it. I'm not sure what compelled me to buy it. I think it was just a little different looking. You know me, I like different looking stuff, but we'll review these two in a separate video. But I just want to show you guys that like they're pretty loose. So be prepared to shim it, and there's like there's a lot of methods. I'm not going to be able to show how loose it is, but you just have to take my word for it. I've installed, okay, that's not a big, I've only installed 3, alright, so I take that back. If it was above 5 or at least 10, then I'd say okay, but all 3 of them were loose. This one seems to be okay, but you know, I know it's going to have side to side. You guys can put shims here, people can put shims here. There's a lot of options you can do. I'm not going to tell you which one's right, because I think everyone's going to have different views. But once again, like they were all 3 of them were drop-ins on Airsoft Masterpiece slides, and I'm actually curious to see, like, you know, who made this. Was this Guns Modified, or is this Guns Bro? Because we know now that, you know, Guns Modified is making the slides. So, but yeah, just a quick video on them. I'm happy. It's finally cool to have a version of the steel ones and not have it weigh 1,000,000 pounds, because the steel ones were excellent, but they weighed a shit ton, don't get me wrong. I'm hoping to get the 4th one, the Infinity fiber optic sight, to complete the set. I would say these are great for people who like doing theme builds. Like if you're doing Limcat pretty much uses STI exclusively, and if you're running a Bomar, you would probably want to run these two if you want to match the whole theme. I don't think they actually have a Limcat Bomar sight, so they would be using STI. And I know people are going to ask this, what's better, the UAC or STI? It's going to be personal preference. The only edge I'll give is the UAC, but at the same time is you need to be skilled at installing rear sights and filing and that kind of stuff. And they also have the grip screws that can, kind of go grip into the slide and hold in place a little bit better. But it's you got to be able to understand how to fit rear sights, whereas these ones, I think they undersize them purposely so they'll fit, but they'll be loose, and it's easier to shim, I think, than to file, because if you file too much then you ruin it. Whereas shim, you can just shim, and I think it's an easier skill set to have, whereas like filing and doing the front sight, that's harder. That's why you'll see some builders, they don't put front sights on their guns because they don't know how to do it, or it's harder. What else? We have a couple of videos coming up. We have this guy coming up. Damn, $70 for this, alright, but I'll talk about it. I have a history with their sights. Okay, and nice job. I'm just trying to get that Infinity fiber optic sight. So remember, 9.8, 10 grams, and 11. So, woo, those are light. And quite honestly, the AIP sights have been driving me nuts lately, and I know a lot of friends are having the same issues. We're losing our screws left and right, even if we Loctite them. This locks into the slide, and the blowback unit also helps lock it in place. So this is I'm actually going to take off. It's been a long time, but like recently, I don't know what it is. My Loctite isn't working. It's just the way it grips into the blowback unit. I think I'm going to take AIP fiber optic sights off of my my list of like reliability, durability kind of stuff. It's just, these are so much easier and less of a headache to deal with, because once you put it in, it's not going to come out. Versus the AIP, you got to maintain, you got to watch that screw. If you put Loctite in it, you think you're safe and you're not going to watch as much, and the next thing you know, you're shooting a damn gun and it's the screw's gone. So it's AIP. It's not AIP's fault. I blame the blowback units. I think if someone made a blowback unit with different types of threads, that would be better. Or you just tap and change it yourselves, which some of us have done already before. All right, I've talked enough. So these were the aluminum For those who've been airsofting a long time, you know, I bet you guys are happy if you bought the original steel ones. I used to buy those all the time, but they're just so damn heavy. All right, nice job. These are dope. All right, and be prepared to shim them. All right, I only installed them 3, but all 3 of them were loose, so be prepared to shim them. Take it easy, guys. See you around.